Welcome to the epilogue of Lovers Speaking Out. I want to say a special appreciation and a special thank you to all of you who came down there to East India, docked down in the Canary Wharf region, and also to my fellow panelists who were really dropping some serious gems and left a host of talking points to take away. One of the things that comes to mind straight off the top is the idea of women when they become mature. One thing is that women are continuously evolving and changing. So it will behoove the man in their life to be able to adapt with those changes and to know his woman well. But the key thing was that older women don't have time to waste. Time is precious. So they are clear about what they will tolerate in a relationship. They're clear about their boundaries and what they find attractive in a potential mate. There was also the issue related to the dating scene, and when a man is looking for a significant other from a male perspective, it was raised that when sexual intimacy arises very early in the relationship, super early, a man is often left unmotivated. If that's been put on the table, there's little else left to inspire him, to move him, to want to impress that woman. So that was a really crucial talking point, and that came from more of a younger perspective, so to speak. But there was also this issue of when people are in relationships and there is a crisis or there is conflict or there is a breakdown in relationship, and one parent, often the father, has left the family home, is no longer residing in the family home, and there is conflict and contention between the two parents who were lovers or husband and wife, that now there has been a issue related to access to the child, or one party being willing to come and see the child. So the danger of when men who are hurt weaponize their time and their finances with their children and don't support, or women who are hurt and who create obstacles for that man to play a part in their child's life. And either party both parties need to come to the table for mediation, or possibly sometimes need legal representation, because the statistics, the data is clear about particularly young boys who grow up without a strong male role model figure in their life, without their father's love and guidance in their life, with respect to poor mental health, with respect to educational attainment, with respect to school exclusion, or what they call the school to prison pipeline. It's not a foregone conclusion. It's not predestined, but just on a level of the numbers tell us a story that we really want to avoid that and really create more of a secure environment for our children, both boys and girls, but our children to grow up with, where they can be psychologically whole. Another issue arose was that the issue related to self-awareness and our ability not just to be aware of ourselves, but being aware of our, not just love language, but our attachment style, or how we bond with our significant other. So that as we embark on this conversation or this courting, as they say, when you're looking for the evidence and you meet somebody that you're very serious about, that you can start to peel back the layers of the onion, because we are complex as human beings. So you can start to peel back the layers of the onion and reveal more of yourself to this person that has over time proven themselves worthy, and that it would be making for a more effective long-term relationship, commitment, marriage, because people are on the same page in terms of on an emotional intelligence level. So that was a really key takeaway message as well. And the issue that was raised towards the end of the discussion when summarizing about masculine women, and that a woman's strength, a woman's phenomenal strength is in her femininity, and is in her ability to be patient, is in her ability to be cooperative. And that when a woman leads with her femininity, that's when she's really leading with her real inner beauty. And that the saying of two rats can't live in one hole, or two bulls can't live in one pen, is from the idea that if there is two people in a heterosexual relationship and they're both masculine and dominant, that one will become the woman in the relationship. And that might mean the man being effeminized or the woman adopting a more feminine position and allowing the man to lead. And we don't make an apology when we say that, because we truly believe that that is a natural order. And that's taken into consideration that both men and women do have masculine and feminine traits. Nonetheless, we feel like we just had to kind of put that on the record and put that out there. And that when women are sometimes leading from this masculine place, and this has happened, this is more of a kind of post-1960s phenomenon that we see in the diaspora. This is coming out of the what we call like the kind of situation where there is no man in the house, and then women have had to step up and you know, the kind of what do they call it again, the benefit system that kind of gave rise to, if a man is in the house, then women are almost penalized, and then so there is no man in the house, no male authority figure, so then the women have to step up, and then women sometimes become, you know, like kicking, the masculine traits kind of kick in. But then when they now meet somebody significant, then this is still kicking in, and they don't know how, they're not necessarily in a position to kind of kick back and allow a man to lead. So we know that there is a history, and there's a kind of nothing going on but the rent, don't need no scrub, the color, what do they call it, the color purplification of the Black community in the diaspora. We're aware of these things, and there is a kind of historical precedent, and there's dynamics at play, which brought this kind of like ultra left-wing politics into the perspective. But nonetheless, we say that, you know, being aware is one thing, but also being able to implement a different way of behaving to bring around different results is also key. And I hope I'm going to say something that is, it may sound a little bit profane, but I hope it can move to the profound. And that we want to say that in terms of men being men, and talking about high caliber men in particular, we're saying that a man in his basic and primal position can only love, or I say love, I mean, can only acknowledge a woman because she has a whole. Whereas a high caliber man, the evolved man, can and does love and appreciate a woman as a whole. And yeah, the high caliber man is one that is a man of integrity. That means word is bond. That means that his moral compass is not based on because people are around. It just means that that is his principle based on his level of behavior. Accountability. No one is perfect. Yes, we as men make mistakes, but we will take into account our shortcomings and work towards rectifying any problems, negative outcomes that we have been a part of. The high caliber man is somebody that is very much self-determined, very much driven, and very much a person of visionary goal setting, that there's a destination, there's a bigger picture, and that's something that we're working towards. And that in no way, shape, form, or fashion does it diminish us as men to love, honor, and respect women. That respect for womanhood doesn't demean us in any way. In fact, it only enriches us. So we say that without apology, and we say that without no water in our mouth, as they say in Jamaica. So have to let you know, as we emerge out of the lockdown, and it looks like society is slowly going back to normality, in the not too distant future, we hope and we pray that we will be able to put on a sensational event in the near future. We've got a place I eyeballed or highlighted or earmarked in East London, and we're looking to have another sensational event, panel of experts, audience participation, networking section, speed dating section. Listen, I ain't going to say too much right now, but just stay posted. Just stay posted, because it should be off the chain. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be bananas. But thanks for staying with us for the duration. If you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button, share the video, or even hit the bell icon so you don't miss any further publications. We're going to have some really serious, deep, and insightful and thought-provoking material continuously released from the station. So yeah, just keep it peeled, and love and respect, and much appreciation for the support. Yeah, and until then, remember to stay safe. Peace.